The Red Cross just issued a rare winter alert. And no, it's not about snowstorms or blizzards. It's about something far worse, being stuck at home for days with no power, no heat, and no way to cook a hot meal. This winter is shaping up to be one for the history books, and if you're not ready, you're in for a world of hurt. I've done the digging for you. Straight from the Red Cross's newly updated 2025 emergency checklist, NOAA's bizarre winter forecast, and even real-time retail trends. And let me tell you, people are already panic buying. Canned chili, batteries, powdered milk, flying off the shelves. But here's the kicker. There are 3 unexpected items on this list that most people overlook, and one of them is a $2 box of instant oatmeal that could literally save your life. In this video, I'm breaking down the 15 essential items the Red Cross says every household needs to stockpile before December hits. This isn't about fear, it's about being smart and prepared without blowing your budget. While you're watching, drop a comment below. Are you already seeing empty shelves or price spikes in your area? Your tip could help someone else survive this weird winter of 2025. Let's get into it. NOAA Weather Radio, your lifeline when everything else fails. Picture this. The power's out, your phone's battery is circling the drain, and the internet is as dead as the lights in your house. Outside, the wind is screaming like it's got a personal vendetta, and you're left in the dark, literally and figuratively, about what's coming next. Is another storm barreling toward you? Is it safe to venture out? You don't know. And that's a dangerous place to be. Enter the NOAA Weather Radio, your unsung hero in a winter emergency. Unlike your phone or TV, this little device doesn't rely on Wi-Fi, cell towers, or even electricity to keep you informed. It taps directly into the National Weather Service, delivering real-time updates on blizzards, ice storms, and other weather disasters. Think of it as your direct line to the people who know what's coming before anyone else does. The beauty of a NOAA weather radio is its simplicity. Most models run on batteries and some even come with a hand crank. That's right, just 30 seconds of cranking can give you hours of critical updates. Many radios also double as flashlights and phone chargers, making them a multi-tool for survival. Brands like Midland and Eaton offer reliable options for under $35, which is less than what you'd spend on a mediocre dinner out. In a winter as unpredictable as 2025, where temperatures can plummet and storms can escalate in a matter of hours, having a NOAA weather radio isn't just smart, it's non-negotiable. It's the difference between being prepared and being blindsided. And once you've got one, you'll wonder how you ever survived without it. 2. Warm blankets. More than just comfort. When the heat goes out in the dead of winter, the cold doesn't just creep in, it crashes through like an uninvited guest. And it doesn't take long for your cozy home to feel like an icebox. This isn't the kind of cold you can fix with a sweater or a hot cup of tea. This is bone-chilling, teeth-chattering, can't feel your fingers cold. That's why warm blankets are more than just a luxury. They're a survival tool. Wool blankets are a classic choice. They're durable, incredibly warm, and still insulate even if they get damp. Fleece blankets, on the other hand, are lightweight, soft, and excellent at trapping heat. Chances are, you've already got a couple of these stashed in a closet somewhere. But here's the wild card: Mylar emergency blankets. These shiny, crinkly sheets might look like something out of a sci-fi movie, but they're lifesavers. They reflect up to 90% of your body heat back to you, making them incredibly efficient at keeping you warm. And the best part, they're dirt cheap, usually under $2 each, and packed down smaller than a soda can. Pro tip: layer them. Use a Mylar blanket under your regular comforter or sleeping bag to trap even more heat. You can also wrap one around your shoulders while you're cooking on a camp stove or waiting for the power to come back. The Red Cross recommends having at least one warm blanket per person in your household. But honestly, you can never have too many. Don't wait until the first freeze to realize you're unprepared. Stock up now, stash them in easy-to-reach places, and sleep easier knowing you're ready for whatever this weird winter throws your way. 3. LED lanterns and batteries. Light without the risk. When the power goes out during a winter storm, the darkness is more than just inconvenient. It's disorienting. And while candles might seem like a charming old-school solution, they're actually a disaster waiting to happen. The Red Cross reports thousands of home fires every winter caused by candles, especially when people are tired, stressed, or using them near flammable materials like blankets or curtains. That's why LED lanterns are the way to go. These modern marvels are safe, reliable, and surprisingly affordable. For around $12, you can get a lantern that floods an entire room with steady, bright light. No open flames, no smoke, no risk. Many models even have multiple settings, so you can adjust the brightness depending on your needs. And let's not forget the batteries. Stock up on Day A or rechargeable ones because the last thing you want is for your lantern to die in the middle of the night. While you're at it, grab a couple of headlamps. These hands-free lights are perfect for tasks like fixing a fuse box, checking on pets, or navigating your home without tripping over furniture. LED lanterns last far longer than traditional bulbs and use significantly less power. In a winter as unpredictable as 2025, where outages could stretch on for days, having reliable light isn't just a convenience, it's peace of mind. 4. First aid kit. Your emergency room in a box. A first aid kit might not be the most exciting item on this list, but when you need it, you'll be glad you have it. In a winter emergency, even a minor injury can become a major problem. Icy roads might prevent you from getting to a pharmacy, and power outages can make it impossible to call for help. The Red Cross recommends every household have a well-stocked first aid kit, and not just the tiny one you keep in your car. You can buy a pre-made kit or build your own, but make sure it includes the basics: bandages, gauze, medical tape, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, and scissors. Don't forget over-the-counter pain relievers like ibuprofen or acetaminophen. Here's a pro tip: add a few disposable hand warmers to your kit. These little packets cost less than $1 each and can be lifesavers in freezing temperatures. Imagine you're outside shoveling snow or checking on your generator, and your fingers go numb. A hand warmer in your glove can make all the difference. Other smart additions include lip balm, moisturizer, and a small tube of antibiotic ointment. Keep your kit in an easy-to-reach spot, like a kitchen cabinet or hallway closet, and check it regularly to replace expired items. In a winter as chaotic as 2025, your first aid kit isn't just about treating injuries, it's about staying calm and in control when everything else feels uncertain. 5. Portable power bank. Stay connected when it matters most. Your phone is more than just a device during a winter emergency. It's your flashlight, your weather tracker, your connection to loved ones, and sometimes your only way to call for help. But when the power's out for days, that battery won't last long. That's where a portable power bank comes in. And not just any power bank, look for one that's solar rechargeable, or has a hand crank option. Why? Because if the grid is down for a week, you won't have an outlet to plug into. A solar model lets you recharge your phone just by setting it in a sunny window even in the weak winter sun. Brands like Anker, Jackery, and BioLite make reliable options, many of which cost under $50. Aim for a power bank with at least 20,000 mAh capacity, which is enough to charge a smartphone 4 to 6 times. Some models even come with built-in LED lights or USB ports for charging other small devices. Don't forget to keep it charged before storm season hits, and store it with your emergency supplies so you're not scrambling to find it in the dark. And for the love of all things practical, toss in a couple of charging cables. Wrap them with a rubber band so they don't disappear into the abyss of your junk drawer. In a winter as unpredictable as 2025, where communication could mean the difference between safety and danger, a portable power bank isn't just a gadget, it's a lifeline. One full charge could let you text a neighbor for help, check a weather update, or even distract your kids with a cartoon while the storm rages outside. That's not just convenience, that's survival. 6. Emergency water supply. The lifeline you can't ignore. Water is one of those things you take for granted until it's gone. When a winter storm hits and the power goes out, your pipes can freeze solid, burst, or lose pressure entirely. Even if your plumbing survives, your local water system might not. Contamination from storm damage can lead to boil water advisories. And guess what? No power means no way to boil water. That's why the Red Cross insists every household stockpile at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, enough to last a minimum of 3 days. But let's be real, 3 days is the bare minimum. For the unpredictable winter of 2025, aim for at least a week's worth. For a family of 4, that's 28 gallons. Sounds like a lot, right? It's not as overwhelming as it seems. You don't need to blow your budget on cases of bottled water. Instead, repurpose clean, empty soda or juice bottles. Wash them thoroughly, fill them with tap water, and add 2 drops of unscented household bleach per gallon to keep it safe. Store these bottles in a cool, dark place like a closet or basement, away from chemicals or gasoline. Here's a critical tip. Don't store your water in an unheated garage or shed. Freezing temperatures can turn your stash into solid ice, making it useless when you need it most. Worse, the expanding ice can crack your containers, leaving you with a soggy mess instead of a life-saving resource. Rotate your water supply every 6 months to keep it fresh. Mark the bottles with the date you filled them so you don't lose track. And remember, water isn't just for drinking. You'll need it for cooking, basic hygiene, and even cleaning minor wounds. In a crisis, clean water is more valuable than gold. Your body can survive weeks without food, but only a few days without water, so before you stockpile another can of soup or box of granola bars, make sure you've got enough water to keep your family hydrated and healthy. It's not glamorous, but it's absolutely essential. 7. Water purification tools. Your backup plan for clean water. Having a stash of emergency water is step 1. But what happens if you run out? Or worse, what if your tap water becomes unsafe to drink? That's where water purification tools come in. And trust me, they're not optional. You can't just scoop up snow or drink from a nearby stream and call it good. Even the clearest looking water can be teeming with bacteria, parasites, or chemical contaminant. In a winter emergency, drinking untreated water can lead to serious illness, and that's the last thing you need when help might be days away. The Red Cross recommends having a reliable way to purify water, and luckily there are plenty of affordable options. Water purification tablets are a great start. They're tiny, lightweight, and easy to use. Just drop one into a liter of questionable water. Wait about 30 minutes, and you're good to go. Brands like Potable Aqua and Aquatabs are trusted and cost just a few bucks for a pack that lasts years. If you want something reusable, consider a portable water filter like the LifeStraw or Sawyer Mini. These compact devices let you drink directly from a stream, puddle, or even a rain barrel. They're incredibly effective, removing 99.9% of bacteria and parasites without the need for chemical. Some models even attach to standard water bottles for added convenience. Here's a pro tip. If you're melting snow for water, always purify it afterward. Raw snow can lower your core body temperature and actually dehydrate you. Melt it first, then run it through your purifier to make it safe. Keep your water purification tools in the same spot as your emergency water supply, so you're not scrambling to find them when you need them. In the weird winter of 2025, where outages and water contamination could last for days, having a way to make any water drinkable isn't just smart, it's life-saving. 8. Ready-to-eat canned meals. Instant comfort in a crisis. When the power's out and the temperature's dropping, the last thing you want to do is fumble around trying to cook a meal. That's why ready-to-eat canned meals are a must-have for any emergency kit. These aren't just pantry staples, they're survival food that requires zero prep. Think hearty options like chili, beef stew, ravioli, or chicken noodle soup. These meals are packed with protein, calories, and warmth. All the things your body craves during a winter storm. And let's be honest, there's something oddly comforting about cracking open a can of SpaghettiOs or Chef Boyardee. It's not gourmet, but in a crisis, it feels like a warm hug in a bowl. The best part, these cans last for years if stored properly, so you can stock up gradually without worrying about waste. Look for pull-tab lids whenever possible. If you lose your can opener, and let's face it, it happens, you won't be stuck staring at a can of food you can't open. Store your canned meals in a cool, dry place like a basement or pantry. Rotate them every year by eating the oldest ones and replacing them on your next grocery run. And don't forget a manual can opener. Keep it with your emergency supplies so you're not tearing through drawers in the dark. In the weird winter of 2025, where power outages could stretch on for days, having a stash of ready-to-eat meals isn't just convenient, it's a morale booster. When the lights are out and the wind is howling, a warm can of stew can make all the difference. 9. Peanut butter and honey. The underrated survival duo, peanut butter and honey, might not scream emergency food, but don't underestimate them. These two humble pantry staples are cheap, shelf-stable, and packed with the nutrients you need to stay strong during a winter storm. Peanut butter is a powerhouse of protein, healthy fats, and calories. Just one spoonful can keep you full for hours, which is crucial when meals are limited. Honey, on the other hand, is pure sugar, an instant energy boost that never spoils. Seriously, archaeologists have found edible honey in ancient Egyptian tombs. Both of these foods are incredibly versatile. Spread peanut butter on crackers, mix honey into oatmeal, or eat them straight from the jar when you're too tired to cook. They're also quiet to eat, No crinkly wrappers or noisy cans, making them perfect for late-night snacks during a blackout. Store them in a cool, dry place, and opt for the simple versions. Peanut butter made with just peanuts and maybe a little salt, and pure honey, not the fake syrupy stuff. These jars will last for years, and they're easy to rotate into your regular pantry so nothing goes to waste. In a winter as unpredictable as 2025, where comfort and calories both matter, peanut butter and honey are like having a warm, familiar friend in your emergency stat. They won't solve all your problems, but they'll keep you fueled, satisfied, and oddly happy when the world outside feels anything but. 10. Instant oatmeal and powdered milk. The breakfast that saves the day. There's something about a warm bowl of oatmeal that feels like a hug for your soul, especially when the world outside is frozen and chaotic. Instant oatmeal is a winter emergency MVP. It's lightweight, cheap, and ready in minutes. All you need is hot water. But here's the game changer. Powdered milk. This often overlooked pantry item turns plain oatmeal into a creamy, satisfying meal. It's shelf-stable for up to 2 years and takes up almost no space. Plus, it adds calcium, protein, and extra calories, everything your body needs to stay warm and energized. Keep a variety of oatmeal flavors on hand, but avoid the overly sugary ones. They'll give you a quick energy spike followed by a crash, which is the last thing you need in a crisis. Mix the oatmeal and powdered milk in a Ziploc bag for a just-add-water meal that's perfect for emergencies. Powdered milk isn't just for oatmeal either. Use it to make hot cocoa, coffee, or even mashed potatoes if you've got canned one. It's a quiet, unassuming addition to your emergency kit, but it can make a world of difference when you're stuck without power. In the weird winter of 2025, where morale is just as important as sustenance, this simple combo proves that sometimes the smallest comforts are the most essential. A warm, milky bowl of oats might be the thing that keeps you going when everything else feels like it's falling apart. 11 protein-powered jerky and bars that keep you going. When the temperature drops and you're stuck indoors for days, your body works overtime just to stay warm. That means you're burning more calories than usual. And you need real fuel to keep going. Not just snacks, but dense, long-lasting nutrition. Enter jerky and protein bars, the unsung heroes of emergency food. Jerky is a survival classic for a reason. It's lightweight, packed with protein, and doesn't need refrigeration. A single ounce can keep hunger at bay for hours, making it perfect for those moments when you're too busy or too cold to prepare a full meal. Look for brands with simple, recognizable ingredients and minimal sugar. Skip the overly sweetened, chemical-laden options that taste more like candy than food. Not a fan of beef? No problem. Turkey, salmon, or even mushroom jerky are excellent alternatives that cater to different dietary preferences. Pair your jerky stash with a selection of high-quality protein bars. But here's the catch. Not all protein bars are created equal. Many are just glorified candy bars loaded with sugar and artificial fillers. Choose bars with at least 10 grams of protein, under 5 grams of sugar, and real ingredients like nuts, seeds, or oats. Brands like RX Bayar, canned, or even store-brand options from Costco or Sam's Club are great choices that won't break the bank. These aren't meant to replace full meals, but they're perfect for quick energy during generator checks, snow shoveling, or those late-night moments when you just need a boost. They're silent, mess-free, and require zero prep, ideal when you're conserving fuel or water. In the weird winter of 2025, where every calorie counts and convenience is king, jerky and protein bars are like having a pocket-sized lifeline. Keep them in your coat pocket, glove box, or nightstand drawer, and you'll always have a reliable source of energy when you need it most. 12 Comfort Carbs, the soul food of survival. Let's face it, when the power's out, the wind is howling, and you're wrapped in a blanket trying to stay warm, what you really crave isn't just sustenance, it's comfort. That's where Comfort Carbs come in. These aren't just emergency rations, they're morale boosters that remind you of normal life when everything else feels chaotic. Think ramen noodles, boxed mac and cheese, saltine crackers, or even plain rice cakes. These simple shelf-stable foods are cheap, easy to prepare, and deeply satisfying. A steaming cup of ramen made with hot water from a camping stove can feel like a luxury on day 2 of a blackout. A bowl of mac and cheese, yes, the kind with the neon orange powder, can bring a smile to anyone's face, even in the darkest of times. Crackers are another versatile option. Pair them with peanut butter, canned tuna, or even a slice of cheese if you have it, and you've got a quick, filling snack. Unlike expensive freeze-dried meals, These comfort carbs cost pennies per serving and are already staples in most pantries. Here's the key. Stock up on the classics you actually enjoy. If you grew up on chicken-flavored ramen or a specific brand of oyster crackers, grab those. Familiarity reduces stress, and in a crisis, lower stress means clearer thinking and better decision. Store your comfort carbs in sealed bins to keep out moisture and pests, and rotate them every 6-12 months by eating the oldest items first. In the weird winter of 2025, where isolation and uncertainty could stretch for days, these humble carbs do more than fill your stomach. They provide a sense of warmth, normalcy, and even joy. One salty noodle at a time. 13. Hot drinks. Warmth in a mug. When you're cold, tired, and stuck inside during a winter blackout, few things feel as comforting as wrapping your hands around a warm mug of something soothing. That's why hot drinks are more than just a luxury, they're a vital part of your emergency kit. Instant coffee, tea bags, hot cocoa packets, or even powdered cider can do wonders for your mood and focus. The Red Cross emphasizes the importance of mental well-being during emergencies, and sometimes a steaming cup of something familiar is exactly what you need to stay calm and think clearly. These drinks are lightweight, cheap, and have a long shelf life if kept dry. A box of cocoa or a jar of instant coffee costs less than $5, but can provide dozens of morale-boosting moments. All you need is hot water, which you can heat on a camping stove, over a safe flame, or even with a portable heater. Caffeine from coffee or tea can help you stay alert during overnight generator checks or storm watches, while the warmth of cocoa can soothe frayed nerves before bed. For an extra touch of joy, pre-portion your drinks into Ziploc bags with a mini marshmallow or sugar packet. Don't forget the little things, like a lightweight, unbreakable mug. A sturdy plastic or titanium mug makes the experience feel real, not makeshift. In the weird winter of 2025, where days might blur together in the dim light of lanterns, the simple ritual of making a hot drink can anchor you to hope. It's not just about the drink, it's about creating a moment of warmth and care in the midst of chaos. 14. Manual can opener. The tool you can't forget. It might sound too simple to matter, but in a real emergency, a manual can opener can be the difference between a hot meal and an empty stomach. Imagine this: the power's out, it's freezing, and your pantry is stocked with canned food. But if your only can opener is electric, you're out of luck. A manual can opener is small, cheap, usually under $5, and lasts forever. It doesn't need batteries or instructions. Just clamp it onto a can, turn the handle, and voila, dinner is served. Keep one in your emergency bin, but also consider storing a second one in a kitchen drawer or taped to the inside of your pantry door. During major winter storms, stores sell out of basics like batteries, water, and yes, even can openers. Don't wait until it's too late. Get yours now while they're still on the shelves. Choose a model with a comfortable grip and a strong gear mechanism. The old-school side crank kind, like the classic swing away, works smoothly even with cold or gloved hand. Some models even come with extra features like bottle openers or knife sharpeners. In the weird winter of 2025, where outages could last for days, this tiny tool becomes a quiet hero. It turns stored food into real nourishment and keeps your family fed without electricity. It's a small investment that pays off big when you need it most. 15. Multi-fuel stove. Your hot meal hero. When the power's out for more than a day, cold meals lose their appeal fast. That's when a dependable multi-fuel camping stove can become an essential tool. Unlike electric appliances, which are useless during an outage, a stove like the Coleman dual fuel doesn't rely on an outlet. Instead, it runs on regular unleaded gasoline or white gas, giving you much-needed flexibility when traditional fuel supplies or power sources are unavailable. With just a few minutes of setup and a match, this stove can get to work. You can quickly boil water for coffee or tea, heat up cans of soup when you're craving comfort food, cook oatmeal to start the day right, or even melt snow to create safe drinking water when resources are scarce. This isn't about crafting gourmet meals, it's about bringing a sense of normalcy and warmth to your family when everything else feels chaotic. A hot meal can do wonders to lift spirits, and having the ability to feed and care for your loved ones during a blackout is nothing short of priceless. The Coleman dual-fuel stove is a popular choice for good reason. Renowned for its durability and ease of use, it's a reliable solution that won't break the bank, often available for under $60. Plus, it's compact and lightweight, making it easy to store or transport if needed. Keep it in a dry, well-ventilated area like your garage, and store a small, approved fuel can nearby so it's ready to go. Take time to practice using it before winter storms hit, so you're comfortable with its operation and won't be fumbling with it during an emergency. In extended power outages, this stove can do more than just cook meals. It can sterilize drinking water, warm baby bottles for infants, or even dry damp socks or gloves, which can be a real morale booster during freezing weather. Its versatility makes it an indispensable piece of gear when facing the harsh, unpredictable winter of 2025, where ice storms and power outages could last a week or more. This humble stove isn't just a cooking tool, it's a lifeline, offering warmth, sustenance, and a touch of routine when you need it most.